Can we get the book? Brain
Divine Rivals.
I put your picture away. You pulled out my bookmark!
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Do you know what chapter you're on?
I think so, but it's my beautiful...
You're reading The Housemaid?
Yeah, I said that.
I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
No.
Where are you? Do you know?
No. I'll figure it out. It was sweet. He's cute so far.
I haven't read that yet.
You didn't read this?
It's good.
No.
I haven't.
Don't read the second one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it.
There's
I
a
only like
third
this
one coming out too.
I only like this one. That's cute. I like that one.
Okay.
La 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 la.
Hello!
We got our coffee and we're in the car, so what does that mean? That means we're doing a book club review video.
Hello.
Her mother's
Hello.
calling.
Hi. Yeah, just get rid of them.
Hello, Jill.
Yeah.
Hi, Jill.
Just says hi.
What about Ann? Jan said hi first.
Oh,
Dude.
she said hi. She said she's jealous she didn't get invited, but she's busy.
Well, she's gonna read our next book club with us.
Just so you have to read the book club.
Look, another person parked like that.
What the dude?
It's like Pennsylvania.
You're literally
2.0.
making it like it's so much harder than part like that. Cameron is sexy. Okay. Hey, what's up? My name is Ange. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jess and this is Kim, and in today's video we are going to be going over our April book club read, which was Divine Rivals by, was it Rebecca Ross?
Rebecca Ross.
Rebecca Ross.
I chose this for my birthday month book.
So,
Yay.
Sorry, I like.
can I see it really quick?
Sure.
She's gotta
So,
read it.
yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing because I kind of remember what it's about, but the gods are... kind of remember. Well, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to give too much away. I mean, well, this is full spoilers. I don't think we could do a review video without it being full spoilers. But the gods are warring. An 18-year-old Iris Winnow wants to hold her family together. Her mom is, I think she's an alcoholic. She's suffering from addiction. Her brother's on the front lines fighting for one of the gods. And she really wants to win the columnist promotion at the Oath Gazette, which is just like a newspaper. She writes letters to her brother and slips them beneath her wardrobe door from her with her typewriter. And then they vanish and they go into the hands of Roman Kit, who is cold and handsome, and he's a rival at the paper, also going for the columnist position. So he anonymously writes Iris back. The two of them forge a connection that will follow Iris all the way to the front lines of battle for her brother, the fate of mankind, and love. So this one was really, really good. I'll start off with my review. I gave this book 5 stars. I don't know if this is my first 5-star read of the book clubs. It could be. I don't think it is. The book club
Like
reads.
in general,
No,
or just this year?
I shall do my research.
of the book club. But I think I gave another book 5 stars. But
think
this one
you
I
did.
loved.
Don't
Maybe
remember.
Caraval. I think I might have given.
Caraval you might have.
Because I love that book too, but this one I gave 5 stars. I said it was really hard for me to put this book down whenever I had picked it up because it was so hard to stop reading. I just wanted to continue and know what was going to happen next. I felt like the connection between the characters and the writing was so beautiful, and it's crazy to me that there was a second one. I'm almost hesitant to read it because I don't want anything to ruin how I feel about this one. However, at the time that I'm filming this, I actually just finished Ruthless Vows, and that's not for this, but I didn't give that book 5 stars.
Did not.
I did not give that book 5 stars. But
Pass the book. It's a
Pass the
talking
book.
stick.
Okay.
the talking stick.
I rated it 4.5. It just didn't give me the like 5-star, like, oh my god, I'm actually like living, breathing, sulking in it.
Yes.
But I really did like it. I loved Roman.
Oh my god.
Roman is a book boyfriend. I love him.
I can't.
Iris is really cute too. Like, I like her character, and I
Yeah.
feel like her story is really important. Like, especially with all of like the trauma that she goes through with like her mom and her brother, and it was really sad. I was very nervous to read this book for that reason. But I did really like it, and I thought I don't want to say anything else because I want to like talk about it in full description.
Yes.
Next,
Talking stick.
5 stars. This was my first 5-star of the year.
Yay! I just found mine the other day.
Oh, you did?
I did.
But no, I love this book. I do this weird thing where I avoid reading it because I love it so much because I don't want it to end or change. So
You want it to last.
I want it to, exactly, and like I don't want to know what happens, but I want to know it. It's whatever.
That makes
Whatever,
sense.
it's just a thing I do. But anyway, yeah, so I love this, and I don't know, I just, like Cam said, Roman is
Chef's
amazing. I loved him so much. He was so cute. I love books when the guy falls first.
Yes,
That was so good.
good.
She's like, yeah, oh wait.
So good.
It's so good when that happens, and I don't know. It was good, and it had its good ups and downs. I think, like it had its good ups and downs, and then you had that part you're like, I can't breathe. This hurts so bad, but it's so good.
The tear like falling down.
You're
your eyes as
literally
you're reading
slow, like.
There's so many quotes that
Oh
I
my
have.
God.
So I'm gonna open mine.
Yeah.
I need to go through again. It might be a potential in the future reread to underline and everything.
Look at
but-
that. I'm like, gonna be
Real
such a
quick,
tough-
what are your coffees? I'm
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
we can
we
do
didn't
that.
introduce that.
You're
Oh,
good.
I got a. We all got the same thing.
I think we all got the
Oh,
same thing,
okay.
just slightly
Just different
The
milks.
donut swirl with vanilla shot, like the
Yes.
vanilla donut iced coffee.
What kind of milk?
Cream.
Okay, I got the same thing, but with oat milk.
I got the same thing.
Look
with
at that
whole
color
milk.
variation. Look at that.
Cam.
Hold on.
There you go. I'm usually like that too, so I'm surprised I'm like this. It's good though. Iced butter pecan is still superior though. That's phenomenal.
Love butter pecan. With
I-
blueberry.
I've never
I made
tried
you guys
that.
try it. No, there's a video, a book club read.
I think she
and
does.
you're trying it. It was the 28
I do
Summers
remember
one,
that.
and it was
Okay.
pouring.
Okay.
Last year.
The
yeah.
first one.
That was our first book club read. And I
Okay.
think we were sitting right here.
I have so
That was
many
Float was our
quotes.
first one.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
28 Summers.
What? Really?
Yes.
I think we weren't putting it in Notion yet. But we did our
28
first
Summers was
our
the
first
first
book
one.
club read is
at this
it was June.
spot right
June.
here.
Yes,
June
it
28
was.
Summers.
Oh.
In
We're
my
almost-
car.
we Yes, you were driving.
Yeah.
It was your
How iconic.
car.
I split my notes into 3 sections. I think it was 3 because there were 3
I need
parts.
to go
Oh
back
my
to
God,
I
Ange.
need to go back to doing that because I've been just
I d-
highlighting
I
and then
just
like
don't- yeah.
remembering like what it was.
That's oh my God.
I was also
yeah.
trying to keep notes on like what was going on because it was a different kind of like book. So that's a
So
lot
where
of this.
does your first thing start? Mine's like 20% through is like the first thing that like I noted. Where does yours like start?
Mine
What's
starts
the-
right at the beginning because I was just keeping notes, kind of tracking it.
Oh, girl,
because it
I
was a
was
different
busy
kind
with
of
school.
book.
It was
I had a
hard
moment,
because
I
when
didn't take
Roman
notes.
was like typing up the letters and he was like explaining the story of like the 2 gods, I was kind of like, what is going on?
I was confused. So the minute I started to get confused, I started
You wrote it
taking
down.
notes about like Enva is this god, Dacre is this god, and this is what they do. Then
Okay,
that's
did
why I
you
started.
envision as one as a girl, one as a boy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
me
what I
too.
think it's supposed
That's
to
what
be.
I think so
No, they
too.
are, yeah, because they're husband and wife. I don't know if they ever say that.
It
And then
kind
all
of
of a
reminds
sudden
me of
they
like
just,
Hades
like-
and Persephone a little
Yeah,
bit.
and
Yeah.
then they're like close, and then it's like pew 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 pew.
I like their story. I
Yeah.
like the
It is
God's
very-
story.
it's
about
very
it.
pretty.
That was yes.
Yes.
Like,
It's
it
very
doesn't
like
seem-
whimsical.
Yeah,
God of music and whatever. Because
And,
I know
like,
the thing with the
Music
harp.
and healing, or
Is
I
it-
feel like
He
it's not really
healed people.
hatred. Like, what is it? Like, if something's starting is it dry, like driven. Like it's not hatred driven, but it's more of just like
I need it.
frustration
Yeah.
and like I don't know.
No, I agree.
The first note I have about the actual story is that the banter back and forth right off the bat from Iris and Roman, like I love it. Like immediately, I think they were like
They
were
were
at
good.
work and like it was just immediately like, oh hi Kit, oh hi Winnow, and I was like, oh, I love you guys. That was I think the first one, and the enchanted buildings are very interesting, like the tea that never gets cold.
Yes, 5 stars. Sorry, going back to your thing, you did rate it 5 stars.
The tea that never gets cold. I think
So
it was like
good.
the grocery store that said what you needed.
Yes,
And,
like the
like,
little
you-
things, like the.
You know how much easier ShopRite would be
Oh my god.
if things rolled off the shelves at me?
You
That'd
need
be
this,
so
this, and
great.
this. No, that I really like that idea of it. It kind of had like the weird like. My mind goes to Harry Potter, so like little Harry Potter aspect to it, but like real world, words not working. Real world at the same time. Like
Yeah.
that was cool. I like that idea.
The first letter that she wrote to her brother literally gave me chills.
Oh my
it
god,
was so upsetting.
That was. This isn't Forrest.
Yeah.
You're like,
I
what?
was like, what? What do you mean?
What?
So the first thing that I noted was in one of the letters, and she was like talking to Carver,
Carver.
and
I
she
love
was
that.
like talking to him, and they were talking about like their like self-inflictions, and she said, one person, one piece of armor, I'll strive for this, thank you.
Yes.
When he was like telling, like, just take one layer off at a time. I was like, oh my god.
That was so, I really
quotes
liked
were
that idea.
Like, they were so
Yes.
good. That's why I'm so glad I read it on my Kindle, because it's just so easy to highlight and just move on.
I definitely missed a lot of quotes because I didn't read it on my Kindle.
I will be skimming and finding and all that.
What did you guys think about the magical typewriters? Like the whole story
I thought
behind
it
them?
was so funny.
cool.
What are they called?
I
The
thought
alouettes? Is that
Alouette.
Yes,
how you
and there's
say
only
it?
3 of
There's
them.
4. There's
I
4.
thought there was 3.
No, there's 4.
I thought there was 3.
Is there 4?
Sorry. That looks
It was-
like my
it
sister's
was-
car.
There were 3 girls.
Oh my god, wait. Is that my sister? No, it's not. Sorry, it looks like my
was-
sister.
There were 3
Iris's
girls.
grandma.
I thought there was 4.
Roman's grandma.
really
And then the girl that was sick, whose dad made them.
I mean,
Or is
there
it her
might have been
dad or
4.
something?
I think
I thought
was
that there were
4
3.
because there was 2 that they each had. There was one that was gone completely, and then there was one in a museum.
I thought that the one in the museum was the one from the girl who passed. And that's why the whole letters, because she wasn't allowed to see them.
I don't remember.
I thought that there were 3.
Wait.
I wrote
This
3.
is gonna bother me now.
Yeah, sick girls went to the museum and 2 friends passed theirs down throughout the family.
Oh.
To me, it was like an old-fashioned email.
An old-fashioned
Okay.
You type it, it goes.
email.
But the fact that they were able to go through the wardrobe like that was so
interesting.
awesome.
And, like, it could be anywhere, too. Like,
Yeah, no matter where you are,
matter
like,
where.
it'll still go.
3.
there was 3?
Iris learns that a typewriter is one of 3 magicals whose daughter was so ill that whose daughter was ill so she could still keep in touch with her 2 best friends. The first typewriter, the first alouette, is in a museum, and the third belongs to Iris. And then she wonders where the second one could be, which
Okay.
was Roman's
I
grandma.
misinterpreted that. Sorry, guys. I was like, wait a minute. What? Okay.
I'll gladly read whatever you write. My heart is what I said.
Oh, this goes on with another letter that he wrote. You will learn to live outside of it again, as impossible as it may sound. Others who share your pain will also help you heal, because you are not alone. Not in your fear, your grief, or your hopes, or your dreams. You are not alone.
Oh, can I see the book? So this is a quote about, I put it in red, quote about grief at the end of chapter 12. I wanted to, like, just keel
really?
over and cry. Hold on, I'm gonna read it. If I have to cry, you guys have to cry.
Okay. I liked how the chapters weren't, like, too long, too. Like, they had a good job.
This was after her mother got hit by a train. Who was shocked by that one?
Crazy!
I was just like,
knew something was gonna happen to her mom, because her mom was like, didn't she curl her hair? Or
She
something
was like,
for work
yes.
one day, and she's like, we're gonna make you look really pretty. I go, she's gonna die.
Her
Like,
mother
literally,
getting
she's going
dressed
to
up,
die.
getting dinner, and being sober, and how it was probably confusing and upsetting for Iris to have her mother go back and forth like this, and then all of a sudden she's done.
Like,
She's
let's
just
get you
dead.
pretty for
She's
work
just dead.
tomorrow.
I
Let's make
know.
you look good for your competition thing that you're doing. And then, like, Roman notices how pretty that she is, and then she dies.
This is what I highlighted, and this was after her mother passed away, and it's, but time will slowly heal you as it is doing for me. There are good days and there are difficult days. Your grief will never fully fade. It will always be with you, a shadow you carry in your soul, but it will become fainter as your life becomes brighter. You will learn to live outside of it again, as impossible as that may sound. Others who share your pain will also help you heal, because you are not alone, not in your fear, your grief, or your hopes, or your dreams. You are not alone. And I was like, I literally closed it, and I was like,
soul is crushing.
I was like, okay, thank you so much.
You definitely,
That one hurt my heart a
that
little
one-
teeny tiny little
Yeah,
bit.
That was hard.
That was-
You guys like how Roman showed up to her house because she didn't show up for work
that was,
after her mother passed?
yes.
That like made me want to cry.
Because he, like, did all
'Cause
that. Oh.
He knew that she wasn't there. He didn't know what happened yet, right?
no,
no,
because the
he was like,
obituary
why isn't
wasn't
she
done.
here, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, didn't he find the obituary too at one point, or was that her boss?
No, he did.
Found it in the paper because he was looking, and then when that whole thing happened between the ball, like with figuring out who was winning columnist, that's when he was like, her mom just died. And
It's
they were
not
like,
fair.
And the boss
Yeah.
was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And he's like, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, I don't know.
How
Yeah.
when you're going through like that, you don't realize what
That's
you're doing.
right. And it must have been right before chapter 12. Roman told her the story about how his sister died.
Oh my God,
okay, so that's
that
how
broke
he
my-
knew, because she wrote the letter to him, not knowing it was Roman. So then when he didn't check, she didn't come to work the next day. That's when he went, right?
I think so.
Because he knew what happened, even though Roman didn't know what happened, but Roman from the Carver knew what
Yeah.
happened. Because then the story about his sister dying from drowning.
Yeah, that.
Who
that
got
was
chills
a-
from that one?
That was a
so
rough
sad.
one.
'Cause that
when
one
he
was
was
a
like,
lot.
I carried her back.
Doesn't I know?
His whole family dynamic though was so messed up.
It's
the
so
whole
messed
time.
up. The
Yeah.
dad, I was like, good. When I don't want to jump to it, but I'm gonna jump to it. When he showed up though at the thing, and I was like, yes, he left. like he's gone.
What, the
but when
lines?
they went to lunch, remember? And she's like, let's be honest, I don't want to be here either. And I was like, oh my god, what is going on? That girl,
with
I
the
forget
sandwich.
her name, but she's
Yes.
just like, let's be honest, we both just don't want to be here, so
What?
let's just sit here,
The
eat, and get out.
fiance,
Ellen or
That,
something.
like, arranged
Elaine
marriage.
something. I pictured her as
That
like a
was so
blonde
funny.
girl with like pale as anything skin, because that's how he described her.
I
don't
pictured
know
her,
why.
I don't know why. Did you ever watch Riverdale?
Eleanor.
Yes.
I pictured her
Eleanor.
as, the fuck was her name? The redhead.
Veronica.
No,
No,
not
no,
Veronica.
Her name is Veronica.
Is it Cheryl?
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Blossom.
with blonde hair?
No.
Oh.
I didn't even picture her. Like, sometimes I don't go by what the book says because I'm visioning her, but like when he sat down at that like the
table.
lunch table or whatever,
Yeah.
I pictured her sitting there like chewing her gum like Cheryl and was like, let's just be honest, I don't want to be here either. And I was like,
And it was
That's
so,
who I
it was,
pictured her as.
So cute though, because he was like literally talking about it was the restaurant that his parents met each other and fell in love, and he's looking at a statue of two people in love, and he's like staring at it like, I want that.
this is not who I want to be
and then
with.
like it's this girl that he was just so sad. I was like, oh,
I know, I felt
I
so
feel
bad.
so bad for you. But then he shows up, and I'm like,
Yes.
How about when she had to sit on his lap when they were
oh my god,
Ah!
at the hips. I was like, okay.
I was like, oh my god.
The whole thing about her going to the front lines after she didn't win the columnist thing, because she wanted to go anyway.
She wanted
The
to
minute,
just
so
get
she was
away.
like, fine, peace.
Yeah.
And then she left. I was like shocked by that. I was, but I wasn't. Like, we knew it was gonna happen, but I was like, oh my gosh, she's really going.
Yeah, she's actually doing. I was like, she's not gonna do it. Oh my god, she did it! Like she's going. She's on the train. The animals, the thing,
Was it the dogs that would
the hounds, and the what are the other ones called?
I don't remember what they're
Ethros?
called.
Ethros?
Yes.
Those I
that would
got
come
like
out at night?
yeah.
That was scary. That
I
reminded
got
me like World War
creeped
II.
out.
Yeah.
Like when like all
really
the
When you
got
hear
lucky
this
would come
siren
out.
do this, when you hear this
Yeah.
siren
When it
do
gets
this.
nice, so cold. I was thinking about that. I'm like, I feel like it's around me. Like
What
I
was
Yeah.
her name? Marisol?
Marisol and
She was
Addie.
cute.
I liked
Yeah.
Marisol a lot.
And when
Addie
I
his
was
wife
loved
came
Addie.
back, her wife was like,
Keegan.
all right.
Keegan.
I loved Addie. I feel like she was so interesting. Like, I could picture her being, like, so bubbly, like, hello, how are you? Like, with that, like, crazy family. Because I was picturing her family as, like, the Cheaper by the Dozen family.
Yeah.
Like, just hecticness, and I loved it.
Like
was
all the
cute.
characters were so good.
Yeah,
And, like,
They were
very
so
well-rounded.
deep. Yeah.
Yes, and they
That's
had
what
their
I
own
like.
stories to it too. Like freaking Addie with the whole professor telling her she can't write, and then her being a musician and you can't play the oh my god.
This book, I know you guys didn't read it. It reminds me so much of Fourth Wing.
I want to read.
Really?
Like it has a
I
very
have it.
similar. It's not the same at all, but it's
have-
like
that's just
it's more
what-
of like a heist book, but like it has like the like complex like family dynamics and then like the
Yeah.
writing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to read
It
that.
is really good.
As do I.
I don't know where this quote was, but I don't want to wake up when I'm 74 only
I
to
have that
realize
one
I
too.
haven't lived.
Like
and I
don't
was
live
like,
by that quote.
I was like, what do you mean? That makes me want to cry.
I think it was right after that I highlighted the way you show up day after day, even when you are weary or afraid or simply uncertain. That is strength, and I see it in you.
Oh, the other one I have is, but I think there is a magical link between you and me, a bond that not even distance can break. And I was like, because they were still
quotes were
writing,
amazing.
they were still writing letters back and forth when he was still in Oath and she was on the front lines or whatever the heck she was doing. She was at the B&B. I just don't know what like town
I forget
it
the name
was.
of it too.
What was it called? I don't remember what the town was, but they were still writing the letters, and that's why she was saying that.
Yeah.
It was either her or him. Obviously, I don't remember who it was.
There-
The best
I wish there
part
was a
is they
map.
they felt like more deeply in love, like not knowing that they were the ones who like wrote to each other the whole time. Like after he got hurt or whatever, I don't even remember. He got blew up, right?
A grenade went off in front,
Yeah.
and
Like,
he
right next to him.
He shoved her so hard,
and he's like,
and then he got hit with a grenade.
and then he's like laying in the bed, and he's like, I have a confession. It was me who wrote the letters, and she like got mad, and I'm like, why are you mad?
I got mad at her for getting so angry like that, and like I understand where she's coming from, but like open your eyes. But when they finally opened their eyes to each other, and they're like, when she was like, read this letter to me, so it all combines together. I was
He's
like,
like, I
that's
tried to hint
beautiful.
towards it. And he was like, my name is Roman C. Kit.
He did
and
really
he's like,
try.
I am Carver. And
Yeah.
she's like,
I don't believe
what?
you.
And he's like, Roman Carver Kit. And she was just like, ah! And she just left. And he
Yeah.
was there with his broken leg, like hung up on the like, and he was just sitting there. He couldn't
goes-
move. He could not move.
And then no, but I think he did get up though, and that's when he kissed her.
Yeah, and
first
then
time.
the lady,
The nurse
the nurse
was
was like, lay down.
What are you doing? I don't want to see this again. And then freaking Iris goes, I'm never coming back. And then she runs. I was like, this is like so cute and so dramatic. And then she thinks about it in her garden.
I really did love them.
They were so cute.
I loved them together.
They were like good 18, 19-year-olds. Like,
I don't know where I am.
They did a good job though with that.
Keegan.
They were together? Oh my god.
Oh, he said his name was Carver. Must be what the C stands for, because that's when we first figured it out. She's gonna be pissed when it all comes out, is my sub note.
My sub note.
Oh, the way my jaw dropped, and this is all capital letters, the way my jaw dropped to the ground when she saw Roman walking through the field when the siren was going off.
Oh my god, with his broken leg!
No, I know he wasn't broken yet.
I know.
This is in part 2.
But I pictured him as being broken.
No, he wasn't broken yet.
Not yet.
This is part
Not
2. This isn't when he first comes. This is when she first saw him.
you're
Well, I'm thinking about
and she was like,
when they go to that cliff.
Yeah, no.
That-
and
like,
she was like, now I gotta go save you.
No, and she literally was like, she bolted.
And she laid across him like, don't move.
Don't move. And then, but that part though, that part exactly, and then she was like, I feel him breathing and I feel whole. I feel him against me and I, like, everything makes sense. And I was like, fuzzies in my brain. Oh my god. She's crazy.
Well, I'm trying to see, like... Oh, he finished writing and sent her a letter right before the captain got there to bring them two to the front lines. She started to read it, but she couldn't finish, and I wonder if he was telling her the truth, but we probably won't know until the end of the book. Like, in that letter, like, I am Roman, like, I am Carver, I'm the same person, been writing to you. I think it was that letter, right?
Wait, this was before when?
This is right before they went to the front lines. The captain picked them up from the B&B or whatever, and didn't he write in that letter, and every time she went to go read it, he would, like, throw shit at her,
It wasn't-
like, to try and, like...
It wasn't that he said, I don't think he said, I am Roman. I think he was like...
Did he say
use the
something?
words? He used... So she called down and was like, what's a word for this? What's a word for this?
Oh, the divine...
He had one, Addie had one, and then she goes,
He was
divine, and all three words were in that paper.
Yes,
and
that's
he was
what it
like,
was.
wait a minute. It was another letter that he wrote, wait, I am Kit. It was... Do you remember that one?
Yes, now I do. See, it was something like that, and every
Yeah.
time she tried
It
to
was like
read it...
Shregs.
Yes, it
every
was
time
always-
she tried to read it in the trenches,
And
and he was
like-
throwing stuff
'cause
at
he
her,
was
and
like,
she
I
was
don't
like,
want you to-
Kit?
Yeah, she's like, he said, I didn't want you to find out there. Because that's a lot to take in, especially where you are.
Like, now I'm trapped with you, and I'm
she's
pissed.
worrying about her brother
Stop.
during this whole time.
Her
She's like,
brother
where is he?
pissed me off. I did not like him.
Her brother was there when the trenches got
Yeah.
blown up, and he grabbed her necklace.
Yeah. That
We
irritated
figured
me.
that out in this book, right?
Yes.
Was it the second book?
No,
I
that's
messed it all up. I read Ruthless Vows, so I don't know what was in.
No, that's correct. That's
Okay.
this one. That's correct.
I
That's
hope I
this
like
one.
him more in the second book.
I'm excited for the second one. What?
Nothing.
Oh,
What?
Nothing.
Did you spoil something?
No, I'm scared I'm going to, though.
Oh.
for the second one. What else was there?
He didn't want to live in a world without her and her words. You and I, we need to stay together. We're better
I have
this
that
way.
one too.
And I put the way I am hyperventilating in all capital letters. I really just, I love them.
Stop. When they were like, this is the world that we have, this is the world that we live in, will you marry me? And that whole marry thing. Oh my god. I was like, I don't know if I like this. Like, the idea of getting married like this. This is kind of weird. And then I went, no, it's not. Because if I was in the same situation, I would have also done the same thing.
I have a good one.
Oh,
So I
it's on
have
the same
two.
thing.
They're
Okay.
both at 71% in the book. So when she's just finally, like, she's realizing now that she really, like, likes Kit. I think this
Yeah.
was before that she, like, read. No, it had to have been right after she, like, found out about him writing the letters. So she wrote, I'm afraid he's gonna hurt me. I'm afraid to lose someone that I love again. I'm afraid to let go, to acknowledge what I feel for him, and yet he has proven himself to me over and over. He has found me on my darkest day. He followed me to war to the front lines, and he came between me and death, taking wounds that were supposed to be mine. And then she said, something that is begging me to remove my last piece of armor and to let him see me as I am, to choose him, and yet I sit here alone, typing word after word as I seek to make sense of myself. I watch the candlelight flicker, and all I can think is I am so afraid. And yet How I long to be vulnerable and brave when it comes to my own heart.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
the quotes in this
Found it.
book were just
Found it.
absolutely like insane.
It was beautiful.
Oh, it was so
It's
good.
probably around that area, right when she finds out when he's in the hospital. I think it's when that was. But he said, I broke my engagement, quit my job, and traveled 600 kilometers into war-torn land to be with you, Iris. I didn't want the life my father had planned for me, a life where I could never be with you. And then the next part I have is, Roman began to kneel, and then I put in all caps, I'm crying so hard, and then my sub-note is, and then he popped his stitches, of course.
Yes. And I love how they still wrote the letters even though after when they like did
They
it.
were
because
right
he wrote
there.
P.S. If you see me too much, you're bound to tire of my sad snail stories. Dear Iris,
Yes.
the garden it is. Your kit. P.S.
Your kit.
Impossible.
Wait, I looked through all, I'm like, it's IW, dear Winnow, your kit, dear Kit, I Winnow, dearest Winnow, your kit. And then it was like, my
Love.
dear Kit, love Iris, dear Iris, your kit. Ah! I noticed that. I
And he
looked through all
proposed in the
that.
garden.
That was
Iris,
amazing.
you're worthy of love. You are worthy to feel joy right now, even in darkness.
And he
And in case you were
started
wondering, I'm not going anywhere.
He started crying. I have
God.
goosebumps going down my legs.
And then Addie was like, I'm telling you that Roman Carver Kit is in the garden waiting to marry you. So you
Literally.
better get to the garden.
Oh my god. I suppose I can be persuaded to yes. Oh my god. Oh my god!
I'm telling you
this
that
book.
Roman Carver Kid is in the garden waiting to marry you. I said, push me off a cliff. This is the final straw.
Right?
Oh wait. This is the part when he asked, where is it? And he goes, marry me, Iris Elizabeth Winnow. Yeah, I wanted to spend all my days and all my nights with you. Marry me. And then he goes, Iris, say something, because she like rude. And then she goes, yes, I'll marry you, Roman Carver Kid. Ah!
Oh, the footprints through the house.
Stop. I
Did you guys know that was going to be Forrest?
I was like, it has to be because like
I
can't
couldn't
just
think
be-
it was
that
going to be
wouldn't be-
anybody random. They
that
wouldn't have brought
be
it
put
up.
in there if yeah.
It had to be him.
I was like, it's definitely got to be.
Yes. My note is Forrest is sketchy as F. He is fighting for Dacre. The gasp I just did when she saw the necklace.
Yeah, I had a feeling after. I was like, because she said, oh, he has all these wounds, he has all this, like, he has all these wound scars. Why is he still alive? I went, he definitely got saved by somebody.
Yeah.
And he wasn't supposed to. And then they said that, and I went, oh.
These are my final two notes for epilogue. The ring around Roman was Dacre.
Yep.
And then the second one is, I would like death now, thanks. And then I stopped. that was because I was so upset with the way it ended.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
happy that there
He
was
had-
a second book
wait,
to like figure it all out.
I'm glad we waited.
Yes.
That when we had both of them kind of.
Yeah.
People read this before Rufus
I wouldn't have
Housley
been able
came
to
out.
handle reading the end of that because I felt so strongly that I was so upset about what happened to him that I was like, it literally can't end like this. I refuse to believe that it's allowed. Like, it can't end like that.
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it.
You're fine.
What did you
I
say?
made, like, I said it had to be Dacre, the ring.
The
I
ring.
don't think it said it.
No, it didn't. It made it like he
no.
drew the it says in here he drew the wing. He drew the wing around the wing. He drew the ring around him to bring him down under because that's his quickest way of transportation. But there was a part. Oh my God! There was a part when he said how much time he had left. I forget where it is, but he had like a few seconds left or something like that, like Roman did before. I keep saying Darce.
Darce.
Before
Dacre?
Dacre took him. Yeah.
Right? Is that how we're saying it?
I
Dacre?
think it's Dacre. And every time I read Roman, I did Ronan. Don't know why.
Ronan?
It's just my brain doing that. Oh my God, this is gonna bother me now that I can't find it. But yeah, like he
I know what
literally
you're
said
talking
how many
about.
times. Yeah. And then this part, Iris, it's me, Kit, and that's
Yeah,
the letter that was on the floor that she walks back to in her room.
So he tried to say it.
Oh, here it
to-
is. Sorry, a minute and 13 seconds left before his lungs filled with blood and he expired.
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 So,
What a weird
So
way.
there was that letter. That's what he gave to her before.
Before she left, a letter came through. Like before she
So
left
he
the
was
apartment.
saying who he was in that letter.
But
But she had left already and never picked it up.
She was saying, I'm leaving, I won't be able to write for you for a while, blah blah blah. And then another letter came through and it was this, Iris, it's me, Kit.
That was before he went to the front
And she
lines and
didn't
everything and
pick
never
it
got
up.
it. So he said who it was before,
But she did it.
Yeah, but they never
obviously
got
she
it.
didn't open it.
never got it.
But I love this book dearly.
No, it was a really good book.
wanna read the next one.
I'm really glad we read that one.
I want to read the next one, but I'm scared too. Because I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, but like, I want to know what's going to
I'm glad I read it.
I know.
I'm very glad that I read it because that ending, you like have to pick up the next book.
Kind of reminds me of Ballad of Never After vibes.
How so?
Like the pickup, like you need to know what happens
Oh,
next.
yeah.
Like it was such a crazy, like, whoa!
Yeah.
Ending, and then you're,
I think it's Caravel too.
Yeah, you need to know. You need to pick
These
up the
authors
next one.
definitely have that vibe.
They know what to do.
Yeah.
They know how to get you to buy the next one.
Beautiful.
But all around, like,
I loved it.
I really, really loved that book. I'm so happy we
Nicely
read that
done,
one.
Rebecca.
It's so
Ross.
pretty.
It's beautiful. Wait, this part, I love the...
But I won't get the Barnes & Noble's one because I want them to both say it next, like, to each other.
Yeah. That's why the Barnes & Noble exclusive. Because the exclusive one is cool with the
But I like
quote
the
that it has, but I like
with
the
their
typewriters.
names.
Yeah. I have the one with the deer.
I think I have the
Roman.
regular one. I don't think I have
The
the
white
Barnes
one?
& Noble one, right?
Where it has that long quote on the spine.
I have the
You
white
have
cover.
The white cover is
Then you
the
have
regular
the one where it
The
has the
regular one?
typewriters too.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the black one with the different...
Excuse me.
Oh, there is that place, that grab
crack.
place that's across the street from here.
Oh, well,
Well,
thank you for watching. Another book club read down. Next, we're reading The Summer After You and Me by an author. Yes, Jess's pick.
I saw it at Barnes & Noble and I was like, we have to do it
Do-
because it takes place on the Jersey Shore.
On
and it's a
Memorial
cute
Day.
love story.
Oh, and by the way, that's where
On
we're
Memorial
from.
Day, yes. Obviously, Jersey Shore. Jersey gals.
The Summer After You and Me by Jennifer Salvato Doktorsky. I'm putting the cover right here. That's the author. I
Right off
butcher
my face.
I butcher names here. We knew no. So yeah,
That's the
it.
plan.
That's the book.
It was a cute
Check back
summer
later.
book. I feel like it's maybe hopefully it gives us 28 summer vibes.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of picking up from it. So
fun. We'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.